Hey there, Anthony here, Living Better Small. It's been about, I'd say, 4 or 5 weeks that we've been in quarantine. Many of us have settled in, some more than others. And I just want to take 2 minutes to talk about how we're all feeling. I'm in the sense that a lot of people are bored. They're out of conversation with their loved ones that they lived with. They just have nothing to do. So I took it upon myself to think about the different things people can do to entertain themselves in this new lifestyle, because that's what this is. It's a new lifestyle because we're in this for the long haul, as I said in my last video. So I prepared a short list of things people could do to pass the time to stimulate growth and entertain themselves, obviously, and just form closer bonds with the people they live with, perhaps take on new passions and establish new connections. First on the list, reading. That should be an obvious one. You can use this time during quarantine to read a lot, educate yourself, or even just entertain yourself with a good book. A good novel is always a good idea. I myself haven't read in a long time, so in this quarantine I took it upon myself to take up reading again. I mean, now that we all have time, it's a really good idea. And while you're trapped in the house with your loved ones, play games, board games, card games, anything of that variety, and heaven forbid, video games. You know, I have found myself that nothing connects people quite as well as games do. Yes, there's interpersonal conversation, but that only goes so far. There are certain things you never learn about somebody until you start gaming with them. That's one thing I've learned in my travels. Also, while I'm on the topic of gaming, online gaming. If you can't game with people that live with you, or you want to extend your gaming out, you can always do online gaming with those people that don't live with you. You can't catch coronavirus over the internet, can you? So online gaming is always a good option too. Also, exercise. Hopefully some of us have taken this time during quarantine to do some at-home exercise, or not even in the home. I just came back from a bike ride moments ago, which I can do. It's a nice bright sunny day, so it was ideal for a bike ride. So I definitely enjoyed that. But there are so many ways you can work out at home, outside, go for a run. It'll definitely pick up your spirits. If you make that a regular routine, that is something that'll most definitely 100% guarantee pick up your spirits during quarantine. Oh yeah, another creative one that I thought of, and that we even already started to implement here, is to have indoor events that simulate outdoor events. For example, fine dining. You can't go out to a fine restaurant. We'll make a fine restaurant here at home. Quite simply, you know, get the candles, cook up beautiful dinner, get dressed up, wear your without your finest suit, your most beautiful dress, and prepare a table and set a table. You'd be surprised at how much changing the cosmetics of a situation make it just like the real thing. I mean, in essence, we never. In fact, the only thing that makes fine dining so special is the cosmetics of it, is the fact that you have all these wonderful things. Well, if you can recreate these wonderful things at home, don't you pretty much have the same thing? So try that. Another example of that is movies. Instead of going to the movies, put on a movie at home. Turn off the lights, prepare some popcorn. I mean, you can, if you want to create even more of the ambiance, purchase little authentic popcorn containers from Amazon, have them delivered, and just recreate the experience of going to the movies at home. I guarantee you it'll work. It's no different than anything else. Also, for those of you who have not taken advantage of it yet, use many conferencing programs, conferencing services on the internet. For example, Skype. Zoom is a very popular one recently. Zoom with loved ones. You can always, just because you can't socialize out there in the real world doesn't mean you can't socialize online. It's just as easy, and definitely and actually even more accessible, provided you have a computer to do it, computer and internet access, which I hope you do. Not to mention, it's also a good outlet to continue most of the activities you do with your friends. You can do via Zoom anyway. You can't go bowling at a bowling alley with your friends, but you can always consider playing games. Play poker with your friends. Card games can be done over Wi-Fi, over these services. So that's worth giving a shot. There's plenty of online collaborative games that you could play with friends. So there are plenty of avenues you can pursue to continue a very active social life during quarantine. You just got to look for it, and you got to be willing. It all starts with the first step, and that is realizing that this is the new way. We are going to have to adapt to this quarantine situation. And once you accept that, then you leave yourself open to all these ideas: reading, playing games, online gaming, Zoom gaming with friends, an exercise routine, indoor events that simulate outdoor events is always a good idea. Make it a regular thing. All these things are just wonderful outlets for which to create a more fulfilling life during quarantine. So I highly recommend those. Before I let you go, just want to tell you, get out, get some sunshine whenever you can. That'll also pick up your spirits. Very wonderful thing. And if you like what you hear here, definitely check out my book, Living Better Small, A Better Life Through Minimalism, that you can pick up at any Barnes & Noble. Not now, but Barnes & Noble online. It's available as an ebook on barnesandnoble.com as well as Amazon. Have a good day.